So when working with the panoramas, the first step is to find your images, save your images on your desktop, and then resize them and rename them and save them as a separate file from the original. And why I say that is occasionally I've had students come back that want a large printed version of their panorama, but they want it much bigger than the original file we worked on. With the original file we work on, we make it quite a bit smaller on purpose so it saves smaller, it's not a huge file, and it also loads faster, and we're not going to print them that large, so it just works out to our advantage to make them a little bit smaller. But once you shrink those original files, you can't go back, so I always recommend saving your original files somewhere else, and you'll see why here in a second. So I have my original files. I created a folder on the desktop, and inside that folder I've made another folder for the originals, and I'm just going to shift click here on the top and bottom, hold down shift, and it selects them all. I'm going to copy those files into my new folder, and then I'm going to get started. So the first one here that I took is up here at the top, and I'm going to swing that down to Photoshop and open it up. And I've got a few extra things open here. So now with this file, I want to resize it. And so I click up here at the top, I go Image, Image Size. And there's no magical number here, they all work together. But what I do is I change this to 5 inches. That one changes automatically, and then I change the resolution to 300. And that percent should have dropped quite a bit. On my photo, it went down to 28% of the original picture. So I hit OK. And then I recommend saving this file right now, because if you get some problems later, you can bring it in. You can reopen it. So I go File, Save As, and then I save it to my folder as number 1. And then I hit save, and so it's not saved over the top. I'm going to turn the quality all the way up, and so there's number 1. And so that's just the basic resize. So I'm going to do that to all of my photos, and then after that I'm ready to move on to the next step.